Fellas, is you trading a disfigured meat for $50 million? Took his feet off the brakes and everything. Bro was in unimaginable pain. I just started sweating. Hold on. This man got third-degree burns on his thighs, his groin, and his genitals. There is no amount of money that can make up for this type of violence against me. I don't care how much you offered me, bro. A disfigured meat with third-degree burns. I might as well drive off a cliff after this. Oh my God, what if he don't got kids? What if he ain't married? I'm finished. Dating is not an option anymore. $50 million though, you could buy all the punnan you want. But a disfigured and probably dysfunctional meat? Oh, that's a hard thing to wrap your head around, yo. Let's read an article and see what's going on with the situation. This apparently happened in 2020, so this lawsuit has been 5 years in the making. Yes, lawsuits take a very long time. Don't ask me how I know. Before I even start the article, y'all heard about that 1992 Stella Liebeck versus McDonald's lawsuit. I'm too young to be alive during that time. I was born in 99, but I've heard about this. This is how iconic that lawsuit was. Her situation and how the drink fell was a little different, but nonetheless, the drink was hot enough to burn through her skin. Why are food and drink establishments still sending out product that is capable of making your meat fall off the bone? McDonald's kept their coffee at 200 degrees. I think it was 180 to 190 degrees actually, but might as well be 200. Starbucks does the same thing with their hot water. It is set to 200 degrees. Anyways, let's read. LA man scalded by Starbucks drinks is awarded $50 million. A Los Angeles County jury says Starbucks is liable for injuries of a customer burned during a botched drive-thru drink handoff to the tune of $50 million. LA resident Michael Garcia claimed that he was severely burned in 2020 after his tray of hot teas caved in on itself, he said in a deposition. First one, then another hot drink toppled onto his lap, their lids popping off. He suffered severe burns, including to his genitalia, he claimed. Garcia accused Starbucks of negligence and produced a store security video that appeared to show that one of the venti-sized drinks sat askew in the trays as a barista passed the order to him through a drive-thru window. Jurors on Friday agreed and ordered the Seattle-based company to pay Garcia $50 million for past and future damage that include pain and suffering. Starbucks said it plans to appeal the verdict. We sympathize with Mr. Garcia, but we disagree with the jury's decision that we were at fault for this incident and believe the damages awarded to be excessive, Starbucks Director of Corporate Communications J.C. Anderson said Saturday in a statement to The Times. We have always been committed to the highest safety standards in our stores, including the handling of hot drinks. The award harks back to civil court judgments against McDonald's after a jury in 1994 awarded $3 million to an Albuquerque woman who was scalded by hot coffee. Stella Liebeck, who was 79, suffered third-degree burns that required multiple skin grafts. Her lawyers had argued McDonald's had a history of hundreds of consumer injury complaints. A judge later greatly reduced the award, but the McDonald's case was frequently cited in campaigns for limits on tort awards. Garcia's attorney did not reply immediately to a Times request for comment, but told another news outlet that Starbucks carried some responsibility for the actions of its barista, who according to court records said she did not remember the incident. You don't remember burning a man's dick to the point it was unrecognizable to himself? Impossible. Hell is hot as fuck. Look at this tea, dog. It is not inside of the cup holder. It's floating 10 feet above the other ones and they all the same size. You know he was crying like a baby when that 200-degree tea fell on his lap. Girl, you know you ain't never heard a man scream like that before. Why are you saying you don't remember this incident? It has to be traumatizing to even watch something like that. Why are you lying? The incident described in the lawsuit occurred on February 8, 2020 at a Starbucks drive-thru in Exposition Park. Garcia, a then 25-year-old Postmates delivery driver, was picking up an order of 3 venti hot teas. They were served to him in a cardboard drink carrier. At some point during the handoff, 2 of the teas fell from the carrier and spilled onto Garcia's lap, leaving him with horrific burn injuries that required multiple surgeries and permanent disfigurement to his groin region, according to court documents reviewed by The Times. Medical records filed in the case show he underwent 2 skin grafts and suffered lasting pain and sexual dysfunction. Garcia blamed the spill on a barista whom he claimed did not securely fasten the lids of each hot beverage that were negligently, carelessly, and recklessly served to plaintiff. He testified that from the start he could see the lid on one of the drinks was not set in place. Did he really say the lid wasn't on correctly? Look, homie, even if the lid was correctly on the cup, you was done for regardless because that mug was not sitting in a cup holder. Starbucks in its initial response argued that Garcia did not sustain any injury, damage, or loss by reason of any act or omission by its employees, court documents said. During the trial, the company further alleged some fault lay with Garcia as a result of contributory negligence, documents said. Before the jury trial, Starbucks offered Garcia $3 million and later $30 million to settle, CBS News reported. Garcia agreed on the condition that the company apologize and change its policies, including adding a requirement that all employees double check that hot drinks are secure before giving them to customers. Starbucks refused the terms and the case went to trial. What do you mean they refused? Y'all dumb for taking this to trial. His request was not even crazy and y'all said no? Who runs these companies and why aren't they thinking straight? He obviously ain't take that $3 million. He said nah, and he ain't want that $30 million either, which I don't feel like was enough either. But he was gonna take it if they changed their policies. Dog, I would have tried to put you out of business. I don't care, man. $50 million will have me and my family set for maybe a few generations. But I don't care, bro. My meat is too important to me. I don't even know if he got no kids. His chance at a legacy could be ruined. I want almost everything from you. Just imagine exactly what they mean when they say disfigured. Any change is horrific, but for you to label it as disfigured? Oh my God. That mug probably split open like a hot dog you been boiling too long or left in a microwave. Ooh wee. Dog, if I'm wearing basketball shorts and I sit in the car with leather seats on a hot summer day and my balls touch the seat like through my freaking pants, it's hot. 200-degree tea? Oh. Yeah, he got $50 million, but the next woman that pulls his pants down, if he ain't got no wife, she might vomit on him. Think about having 3rd-degree burns on your meat and you gotta go take a piss. When you burn yourself, whatever burned you after it's gone continues to burn. You burning without an STD and your piss is warm. Pain, dog. Straight pain. And you know it's crazy, these fools at Starbucks said that the damages awarded was excessive. You know the picture popped up in court and you know every man in there felt like he deserved the whole world. I would have said he need $500 million, honestly. Like, I know it hurt, but just thinking about the emotional trauma from never having the same meat you'd have had your whole life, I wouldn't be surprised if most men just couldn't live like that, couldn't live with that type of trauma. Every time you gotta go to the bathroom, every time you get in the shower, you gotta look down and just scream. I'm the type of person that's waiting on a lawsuit, but ain't no amount of money worth losing my dick. I just wouldn't be the same me. God damn. Poor dude. Let me know what y'all think about this situation. And let me know if y'all think 50 million was enough, because I don't even feel like it was. Maybe I'm tripping, but hell nah. My meat priceless, bro. Anyways, again, let me know what y'all think. I'll be back with another video soon. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all later.